presentation is entirely ironic and does not represent my political beliefs. With that out of the way, comrades. So, comrades, do you ever fear that the parasite of this world, that is capitalism, would not stop plaguing the proletariat? Do you ever fear that the bourgeoisie bureaucracy would corrupt the revolutionaries from the inside? Do you ever fear that the abilities of humankind will be as insignificant as a speck of dust when compared to extraterrestrials? Then fear not, for I will introduce you to the world of Posadism. What is Posadism? Well, more specifically, it's the Fourth International Posadas, a Trotskyist international. Its founder, J. Posadas, believed in a society without capitalism, there will not be any war. This is because in a world where all countries are governed by dictatorships of the proletariat, a social structure superior to what we have now, known as worker states, will be established. Unfortunately, true worker states have never been achieved to its full extent, as counter-revolutionaries have corrupted leaderships from the inside, since Stalin's purge against the Bolsheviks. Despite that, the status of worker states of both the USSR and Yugoslavia has demonstrated the success of peacekeeping. Despite conflicts between the leadership of both countries, their worker state structure hasn't permitted invasion of the latter. On the other hand, the basis of capitalism desires war. This is not about the arms industry making off money of wars. Rather, it's about the foundation of possession, the system of personal property that leads to wars. When production is higher than demand, and the excess is stockpiled by capitalists as their own possession, thus war break out due to other capitalists desiring such said possession. While in worker states, where proletariat nationals decide on the distribution of such excess production, there would be no incentive for war or conflict. Therefore, it's important knowledge that capitalism is war and socialism is peace. Then the problem arises: how would we completely destroy capitalism for new worker states to be established? The answer is clear. We must arm proletariat revolutionaries with weapons powerful enough to destroy the bourgeoisie imperialists in a desirable event such as total nuclear war. That's right. Unfortunately, history has panned out in such a way that an atomic war will result in a world revolution needed to form a permanent revolution. It's necessary for all nuclear-armed socialist worker states to launch a preemptive nuclear strike that will disable the nuclear abilities of all capitalist countries. In the wake of the catastrophe, the masses will rise against tyranny of capitalism, while the imperialists will have nothing to defend themselves with. Comrade Marxist once said, "We have nothing to lose but our chains." The first ones to recover from a nuclear war will be the proletariat. They will form the new worker states all across the world to achieve true proletariat international, who will overcome the inferior system of Soviet bureaucracies and establish a new socialist society. Now you may ask, what next? What happens after the permanent revolution? You see, different from capitalism, which relies on profit progress, socialism requires social progress of the masses. Capitalism suffers drawback from the exact thing that is supposed to drive it, since something beneficial to the masses may not necessarily provide a lot of profit for a capitalist. On the other hand, the masses desire things that are truly beneficial, and the worker state would be willing to sacrifice resources to develop such a thing. This is why capitalism restrains innovation. Progress is only made when the capitalist sees profit within it. But when an ordinary person seeks to develop something more beneficial but less profitable, they will surely run out of wealth in a capitalist society. Think Nikola Tesla. His studies on Tesla coils has been nothing but revolutionary. However, due to the greed of capitalists, his blueprints and works have all been abandoned. Such thing will never happen in a social society. The people would support anything that benefits society the most, because it drives forward socialism the most. Without the restraint of capitalism, it's possible that much more of human capabilities could be greatly enhanced. For example, one major factor that limits space travel is the short lifespan of human beings. But if humans had life expectancies that rivals elephants, tortoises, or even our extraterrestrial counterparts. On the topic of extraterrestrials, we believe that it's highly possible that they have noticed us, and had noticed us, the primitive life forms, roaming around the giant metal ball in space, fighting over possessions and power. They must amuse at how backwards our economic and social structures are, and must be confused as to why there is so much fighting over items that belong to the masses. Because of how advanced their socialist societies must be, They may be immortal and may have the ability to reproduce without destroying its original life form. We believe that their goal on Earth is purely to observe, thus we should be the ones to reach out to them and ask them for advice to society, and to end suffering, evil, and misery in the world. Humankind must transcend. Maintaining a positive outlook, humankind would reach towards new levels of understanding. There will perhaps be new interpretations to Marxism, to socialism, not because they are incorrect, but because there are many things incomprehensible to us right now. So I say onwards, comrades. Long live the International Revolution. Viva la International Mundial.